I'm recording.
Me too. Good morning.
Good Tuesday.
Happy Musical Tuesday. Sorry. I don't understand how people like other podcasters, they have like full-time jobs and just do this and are very consistent.
Well, they schedule their recording. We just will be like, oh, we have an
Oh yeah.
episode to do. You want to record?
Yeah. Maybe we should set a time. We'll talk about that at a later date. Anyway, hello, happy Musical Tuesday, everyone.
It is 2020. We're starting the year off really strong.
Yeah, you know it. Always expect nothing less from us, honestly.
But in the spirit of it being a brand new year, we're going to talk about our favorite music that came out in 2019.
There it is.
Woo woo.
Woo woo! So yeah. So we made a big playlist. I'll put it with the stuff later. But yeah. So there was some stuff that came out. Also, I want to preface this with my New Year's revolution. Good God. My New Year's resolution is to not be a dumb bitch anymore. Also, I'm going to listen to actual albums and not just listen to the same playlist every 40 minutes.
You should really take advantage of your Discover Weekly.
I have been. Okay, in my defense, though, the last couple times I've listened to it, like I've been trying to listen to it like the last couple weeks, it's been literally so bad. Like, terrible. And I'm like, I don't even know where you got this kind of stuff because there is nothing like this anywhere.
Well, the more you listen to it and you start liking songs from it, they'll learn that way. So.
Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes it's really good. The last couple weeks, this week is just like, what the fuck? Anyway, that doesn't. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do that and listen to albums and pay attention to the world a little better.
Woo-hoo.
So, yeah.
Wow.
Wow. So yeah, so this year we had some stuff come out, and I did have some albums that I really liked and listened to, and it's in their entirety. And I would say that, well, I put some songs from on the playlist. So here are my favorite albums. Harry Styles' Fine Line was way up there.
Mm-hmm.
Hippocampus released a demo album of whatever their last one was, Bambi. Bon Iver's new album, Muna's new album, and I think the Lumineers' newest album. Those were my top 5. Not in any particular order. Those just were the top 5.
Yeah. Mine, I don't know. It's so hard because I just put songs on this playlist. Not really thinking about albums, but Loyal Carner's Not Waving But Drowning is definitely up there for me. Doja Cat's Hot Pink is up there. Faye Webster's Atlanta Millionaires Club is up there. And where did it go? I just saw something that I wanted to put on there and I can't remember it. Oh, Anderson .Paak's Ventura album. So he put out 2 albums this year, one of which we covered. We covered Oxnard. We did not cover Ventura. You hated Oxnard. You would have loved Ventura.
Really?
It's like, it has Smokey Robinson on it. It has like a softer, like much more relaxed, like it's not really as rappy. I mean, it's still rap, but it's calm. It's not like it's like he's sing rapping throughout the whole thing.
Like a little more R&B-esque.
Yes. Thank you. I could not think of that.
I'll have to listen to it because I am listening to albums this year.
So it's really a great album. I don't know how many I named, but those are definitely on my I started playing Ipanema. Oh yeah, Still Uzi's. I guess it's an EP. Lately is definitely at the top of my list too. And I guess I have to say Ariana Grande because I was listening to her the most this year, according to Spotify.
Yeah. According to Spotify. Yeah, I think, well, so I did that. I kind of just put a bunch of songs on here too. Also, Coins Don't Cry 2020 is not from 2019, but I figured it was fitting, because it's finally 2020.
Yeah. I
But
think I might have a couple of songs on here that are accidentally from 2018, but like late
it's fine.
2018. So
But we should give some honorable mentions to Vampire Weekend's Mother of the
mm-hmm.
Bride, I
Mm-hmm.
think. Because not an honorable mention. Also Lana Del Rey's Norman fucking Rockwell.
Rockwell. Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good
Um, a lot of my favorite stuff we've covered
one.
in the past because um, I see an album come out from an artist that I like and I want to cover it. So I put some songs on here that we didn't talk about from artists that we have not talked about, just to kind of show that we listen to more than what we review.
Yes, we do indeed.
Um, like at the beginning of the year, I was listening to a lot of music that I don't really know what the genre is, but I always call it music that doesn't sound like from now.
Uh-huh.
Which is a mouthful and not the correct way to like say that. But I was listening to a lot of like The Dip, who I got the chance to see in concert this year, and discovered their opener, Super Doppler. They're both very, very good performers. The Dip is one of those bands that almost sounds better live than recorded, which is like a really special
You love to
thing.
see that. You love to see it.
Love to see it. And then I also discovered a group this year called Wolfpeck, Vulfpeck.
I feel like I've heard of them.
They're very weird. They like
Yeah.
don't have a lot of songs just by themselves. Like they bring other people into almost all of their songs.
Oh yeah, I've heard of them. Mr. Finish Line. I've heard of that album. I've
Yeah.
listened to that. I think.
Birds of a Feather We Rock Together is
Yeah.
like if I'm feeling sad, I put that song on.
Mm-hmm.
And Back Pocket by them, which is on their Thrill of the Arts album. That's one of Evan's favorites that I play in the car because he likes it. He goes, "In my pocket, in my back
So
pocket."
does Evan ever put these on his own playlist, or does he just listen to
No,
it
of
when
course
you
not.
play it? Yeah. Well,
Only in my car.
Evan, your resolution should be to listen to more than John Bellion and Pop Goes Punk.
That'll literally never happen. Except I was watching TikToks last night, and that song was like, "Good morning, my name is Tokyo." He goes, "What's that song?" It's a bop. So he listens to that song now. I believe he added it to his library.
Oh, Evan.
That song
What a guy.
and Chance the Rapper's Hot Shower, that's also an album that stood out this year.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Wasn't it like kind of controversial? Not controversial, but like people had really mixed opinions about it.
yeah, they did. And I think it grew on a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people didn't like it at first, and then the more that they listened to it, because you know how people are, even if they don't like something, if it's from an artist that they love, they'll listen to it, they'll continue to listen to it. And that happened with this album, and I think it started to grow on people, and they started to actually listen to the lyrics and not as much just listen to the tone of the song. So that helped a lot, I think.
Nice.
Who did you start out the year with?
I started out the year with a band that I actually want to do next week. I'm going to do their newest album next week, so I'm not going to talk about it too much. But they're a band called Valley. I don't know if you've ever heard of Valley.
I don't think so.
They're not like giant, I don't think. Mary and I started listening to them a while ago. But yeah, that was my first. They have this single that they released that I like, so I'm gonna listen to the album like a regular person instead of just only listening to the single over and over again. So I started the year with that. I also so I got a record player for Christmas, and I went to my grandparents' house and my dad had like this huge long box of all of his records. And so like I know that it's like, oh, you only listen to your classic rock playlist ever, like listen to modern music, but I got like every album that you could think of, like every classic rock album you can think of, I probably have it now, and like literally nothing makes me happier. So I'm listening to that a lot, obviously. Um, but yeah, let's see. Hold on, let me go to my recently played and see what else.
No, I meant how did you start 2019?
Oh, I didn't. I'm
Like I'm going
asleep.
seasonally here.
You mean just like in general?
Like seasonally in 2019, did your music taste change?
Oh,
Like I
I
started the
thought you meant
year,
like this is 2020. God, I don't even.
like I started the year with The Dip and Wolfpack and Aaron Allen Kane.
Mm-hmm.
And then I moved more into like Lawrence, which still kind of has that older feel, but they also bring modern pop into it. And then I started to go down through different ones, but I wanted to see how you started the year.
Yeah, let me think back because now I have to think about it. So okay, I'm trying to think about what I would listen to like walking to class.
Yeah.
Well, I was obviously deep in my playlist rut. I was like really into like typical indie music, which like obviously I'm still into that, but
Mm-hmm.
like that is what I listen to, period. So, um, like I don't know if these are necessarily from 2019, but like I have a playlist that has a lot of like Catfish and the Bottlemen and the Strokes and people like that. Um, I have another one. I have a That Girl indie and then a chill indie. Um, I listen to chill indie a lot, so like Peach Pit and Wallows and people like that. I would listen to a lot of them. Oh, another artist that I really like and listened to a lot. I don't know if this their thing is from 2019. Um, it is. I should talk about this album. So, Plastic Paradise by Baby Fuzz. I forgot that this was from this year. Very, very small artist. Their song Sig. Here, I'll put it on the playlist. Uh, really, really good. They're a little out there, but very good. I actually was in contact with this person. They wanted me to take photos of them, but the show was in Canada, and I do not have a passport yet, so I could not do it. Anyway, but yeah, that was another artist that I listened to a lot that I started out earlier in the year. But yeah, and then I got more into my, classic rock and like got stuck there, and then I have been trying to listen to more. I guess I kind of ended it with more of like the indie pop ish
Mm-hmm.
again, like less indie rock, if you want to call that rock,
Mm-hmm.
and more like listening to Harry Styles and Muna and like shit like that. It's kind of how I ended it. In the summer, though, that was like I got really into Carly Rae Jepsen in the summer. But I mean,
Chris
who
would be so
doesn't, you
proud.
know? I know. But yeah, I
This
guess that's kind
summer,
of.
so like late spring, early summer, I was listening to a lot of like Maggie Rogers. Donna Missile has put out a couple singles. Alec Benjamin started putting out music again. And then I also discovered Lizzo in the spring.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a whole thing for me, which listening to Lizzo kind of got me back into rap a little bit. Like
Mm-hmm.
it pushed me back towards rap. So I ended the year with rap, but in the spring and summer, I was listening to a lot of. Did I say Sam Henshaw? Because that's somebody that I wanted to mention.
Mm-mm.
Because he's somebody on my radar for 2020. He has such a like beautiful tone to his voice. Specifically, he has a song called "How Does It Feel." Um, it's like the chorus is "How does it feel to be loved?"
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a really beautiful. He only has a few songs, but they all have like a lot of streams. So like he has a song called Broke that has 13 million streams. And he has a
Wow.
song called Church, which features Earth Gang. I don't know
Mm.
if you're very familiar with Earth Gang, but that song has 11.4 million streams. He just has a lot of like the few songs that he does have are very very good. So I'm
Nice.
anxious for him to release more music. And it looks like he recently released a single called Only One to Blame. So that's
Nice.
fun. 2019 find. Also, Chloe and Halle, the twins that Beyonce signed.
Oh, yeah.
Obsessed with them.
Isn't one of them the new Little Mermaid?
Yes, and
The live action?
they or they are actors on that Blackish spinoff, Grownish.
Mm-hmm.
Um, who else was good this year?
I've discovered another one. I should have gone deeper into my playlist, but like when you make your playlist and you've had that playlist for so long, you're like, there's no way anything on there could be from this year.
Mm-hmm.
There's this band called the Backseat Lovers. They have an album from this year called When We Were Friends, and a couple songs that I liked off there, Dugout and Pool House. But they're one of those indie bands that's like so annoyingly indie. Like they're really good and I really like them, but they're like definitely stereotypical, like sounds like it was recorded in a garage, like
Oh, yeah.
you
I
know what I
love
mean?
that
Like
though. Like that's why I love Courtney Barnett.
yeah. But yeah, they're really good too. And so that was another band that I found that I really
Clay,
liked. Oh yes.
she's definitely one. Her and Len and Stella, I fell into real big holes with both of them. Like listen to their projects on repeat. Also, Toby Lou. They have an album called Live on Ice, and that has that song "I Was Sad Last Night, I'm Okay Now," which was actually I found it on TikTok, but his whole album is so good. It's just like a very listenable rap album. Like you would probably listen to it.
Yeah, like not overwhelming by any means.
Yeah, like it's not aggressive
like.
and it's not like the beats aren't so super stereotypical, and he just kind of brings a fun, like he does like a lot of like woo and like fun stuff.
Ooh, nice.
Um,
I'm gonna get off this playlist because this has all stuff I made it like 2 years ago. So I'm just.
Something I would recommend to you and our viewer listeners is to make a playlist. I've done it since 2017, I think. And at the beginning of the year, I create a playlist and I name it whatever the year is bops. So like I already started my 2020 bops playlist. And anytime I'm listening to an album or a radio or any of like the playlists that Spotify makes me, if I like a song, I put it on that playlist. And I don't really listen to that playlist ever. It's just kind of how I keep track of what kind of music I listen to in a year. So that really helped me with figuring out what I wanted to talk about today. But it's also fun to go back and be like, oh, I was listening to that in February. That's so weird. Like what kind of shit was I going through in February that made me listen to this? So it's just really fun to look back. Like I was listening to a lot of the Growlers and the Shins and the Strokes and Dr. Dog, St. Paul and the Broken Bones, all of that kind of stuff. And then I went into like Lorraine Chia and Donna Missile and Honey and Maggie Rogers and Amber Mark. So it's just like how much your music taste can change, or like what you prefer to listen to, like each month is so weird.
I know I should do that for this year. I definitely know that I was listening to Carly Rae Jepsen over and over again in the summer because that's on depression. And when you're sad, you try to get unsad by listening to Carly Rae Jepsen a lot. The end.
Meg Thee Stallion, Tierra Whack, Doja Cat. I know there's somebody that I'm missing. Really powerful female rappers that are like, Rico Nasty.
Oh,
like
yeah.
really, really powerful female rappers that came up. And I mean, Doja kind of was a thing before 2018, but not really. But they're like really doing the damn thing this year. And then I think they're going to get even bigger in 2020, especially Rico. Because I knew Rico before I knew the others, but now the others are more popular than Rico. And I think it's because of Rico's aggressive tone, which I love. I love her aggressive tone, and her anger management album is very good. That's produced by Kenny Beats. But yeah, fun stuff for female artists in the rap industry. Oh, also,
I'd love to see it.
I did want to shout out my friend Pat App. He put out a new, let me see if he called it an EP or an album. It's an EP called Quiet Storms. I think you guys have heard me talk about Pat before. He went to Purdue, was trying to be a rapper while finishing school. And now that he's graduated, he's really putting a lot of his focus onto his music, and it shows. If you listen to his other music that he's put out prior, well, it looks like he took off everything prior to 2018. But I think that's all still on YouTube if you're interested. But even comparing his EP Entity to Quiet Storms, you can hear a lot of growth and a lot of confidence, especially in his voice and in the style that he's rapping in, and the production quality really picked up on Quiet Storms. So there's a little shout out recommendation for a 2019. Yeah, Pat App.
Do it or else.
But I feel like I've talked a lot.
No, you're good. I think that's really all I had. Maybe next year I'll be better because I'm going to try harder. Hopefully we're still doing a podcast by next year if we can make it that long. Good Lord. We can, I think.
We can do it.
We've done it for over a year. Yeah. So if you have any favorites, I don't want to take your job.
Oh, if you have any favorites, frickin' tell us at Music Monday Cast on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all of the podcasting platforms. Don't email us. We're not going to fucking see it. If you can't find our podcast on your listening platform, use a different one because yours blows ass. I would like to apologize if this episode's a little echoey on my end. I am in my living room because I'm charging my computer and stuff.
My appliances. I'm charging my washing machine.
I am.
Everybody leave me alone.
My utensils, I'm charging them.
The fuck away from me. I had to plug in my spoon this morning.
Listen.
Let me tell you.
I'm trying to be a healthy person. It was just not working out for me so far. I'm losing my mind.
I am right there with you. I am insane. Always.
I went to the YMCA yesterday. Can you believe it? Who am I trying to be?
How do you?
I also was drinking our detox tea while eating chicken fried rice yesterday.
Yeah.
So
that's how you do it.
That's health.
Yeah.
It evens out.
Yeah. All right, kids. Enjoy your health journey. I hope you all can find it, whatever that means to you.
If you have any...
Stay.
Yes, keep stay.
Keep stay healthy.
If you
And
have,
however your way.
if,
Keep stay healthy and however your way. Leah Craft 2020. Holy shit.
if you have any
Anyway.
music related resolutions, tell us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all of the above at Music Monday Cast. If we missed or didn't talk about your favorite album of 2019 or your favorite song of 2019, tell us.
Tweet it at us. We'll retweet it.
Let us know.
We will, because it actually sets our phone off. See, that's why you can't email us, because if you email us, our phone won't go off, and we don't. Like, I don't check it. You suck.
Oh, good Lord.
Anyway.
Well,
and I do check my personal email, but please don't email me on my personal email, because I will block you and then I will call the police.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's it. We yet again didn't talk about what we want to do next week, so it's a surprise for y'all.
I mean, I know.
You know?
I kind of said it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Lit. Bye.
Hey, it's Leah. So my audio stopped recording at the end of the podcast. So if you're listening on an audio-only platform, just so you know, we're doing the album Maybe by Valley next week. So that's it. Okay, bye. Sorry, love you, bye.